Today I'm going to be showing you 3 ways to get better sounding vocal recordings for cheap. Links to most of the materials that I mentioned are available in my studio gear catalog that I just released, which you can get at colemodstudios.com/CMS-catalog. And I'll post links to everything in the video's description below. Now, when it comes to getting better sounding vocal recordings, most people tend to automatically think it's the microphone that's the issue, when in all actuality, it's usually the space that they're recording in. Now, you could pull together your life savings and what little bit of money that you've made on your OnlyFans account and go out and buy you a microphone that costs thousands of dollars. But if you're recording your vocals in a garage, your recordings are gonna sound like crap because there's gonna be so much reverb in that room because there's nothing like carpet absorbing any sound. Check out this example of me rapping in different locations around my house to demonstrate exactly what I'm talking about.
My rhyme's tighter than a thick girl in the Corvette. Wearing a corset, go ahead and forfeit. Versify, they forgot what the chorus said. Only thing on my mind is where I'm gonna record it. My rhyme's tighter than a thick girl in the Corvette. Wearing a corset, go ahead and forfeit. Versify, they forgot what the chorus said. Only thing on my mind is where I'm gonna record it. My rhyme's tighter than a thick girl in the Corvette. Wearing a corset, go ahead and forfeit. Versify, they forgot what the chorus said. Only thing on my mind is where I'm gonna record it.
So the first solution is to pick a room that has as much sound absorbing material within it, such as carpet and furniture like beds and chairs that have cushions and stuff in them. And the next step is, if your walls are made of drywall, you typically want to record as far away from them as possible, which means that you want to try to record in the center of the room if you can. Now the next step is mic positioning. You want to face the back of the microphone towards anything in your room that's making a significant amount of noise. This could be your computer or a significant other that you recently upset. And the final step was we want to isolate the microphone from the rest of the room, and there's 3 different cost-effective ways of doing so. For our first method, we're going to create what is known as a GOBO. I'm going to create a V-shaped frame using 2 of these metal frames that are intended for weddings. Now these are 6 feet and 6 inches tall, so most of you should be able to fit within them. Next, I'm going to use 2 moving blankets to create a wall. These blankets are thicker than a Snickers and they do a great job absorbing sound. Next, I'm going to hold them in place by using some clamps, and then I'm going to use a 3rd moving blanket to create a ceiling. Now, if you don't have carpeted floors as shown in this example, you can place a rug underneath to stop any sound from bouncing off the floor back into the microphone. Now you're ready to capture some much better sounding vocal recordings for a total cost of $132.46 at the time of making this video. Now, here are the pros and cons to this option. The pros are, this removes room echo and doesn't change the EQ curve of your vocals significantly, so there's no need to correct anything it's doing during post-production. Now, 2 of the cons are that it takes up a lot of real estate in your room, and it's also inconvenient if you're working by yourself unless you can control your computer remotely. Now, some DAWs like Studio One allow you to control your recording session remotely using a mobile device such as a tablet or phone. In this situation, you could use a gooseneck to attach to the frame of your GOBO and cut a hole through your moving blanket to feed the gooseneck through. So if you were to purchase the gooseneck as well, you're looking at a total cost of $154.46. Now, another great option is using a little awesome device known as the KAOTICA eyeball. I'm actually using one right now. However, one thing to be mindful of, since the microphone is in such a small space, you may notice that your voice sounds more boomier and may require you during post-production to reduce some lower mid frequencies and maybe boost some of the higher frequencies to get some of that sparkle back. And the KAOTICA is coming in currently at $158. Here's some of the pros and cons. For pros, it removes room echo, it doesn't take up any additional space within your room, it's portable, there's also different versions to fit all different types of microphones, and you can also purchase different color windscreens as well, which is really nice. And the only real con is it may require some post-production EQ adjustments. For our final option, we have what is essentially a bootleg knockoff of the KAOTICA eyeball, which is the cheapest option of the 3, coming in at only $36. Unlike the KAOTICA eyeball, this one will only be a best fit for large diaphragm condenser microphones and will not fit dynamic microphones. And some of the pros are, it removes room echo, doesn't take up any room, it's portable, and it's the cheapest option available. And some of the cons are, it may require post-production EQ adjustments, It doesn't look as good as the KAOTICA eyeball, and it doesn't fit other microphone models such as dynamic mics. Now, regardless of which option that you choose to go with, I can say with confidence that all three of these will help you achieve better quality vocal recordings because they're all going to do a great job at blocking out all those nasty room echoes from bleeding into your microphone while you're recording. And in addition to this, if you want to learn another really good hack for getting better quality vocal recordings, check out my video I did on why your vocal recordings sound like crap. And again, links to everything in the video's description below. My name is Cole Mize with ColeMizeStudios.com, and I hope you and yours have an awesome holiday season. Peace.
Hey man, you see that subscribe button right there? Kill it, kill it, kill it, kill it, kill it, kill it, kill it. Oh, and don't forget the bell icon. Kill it, kill it, kill it, kill it, kill it, kill it, kill it. Hey, I know you see that like button, right? Kill it, kill it, kill it, kill it, kill it, kill it, kill it. And look at yourself in the mirror and tell yourself, today I'm gonna kill it.